guys, welcome back. Down here in the shop Sunday night after a long weekend actually of not being home. We were down in Philadelphia celebrating my dad's 60th birthday party. Happy birthday, Dad. Anyway, we're back home. It's cold out, very cold actually. If you're watching the Patriots game tonight, you'll see how cold it is. I think actually the clock, the game clock and everything else stopped working there because it was so cold. They're keeping time on the field, so pretty cold night. We've had the heat off for a couple of days, so I think you're going to hear the boiler kicking a bunch of times here as we talk, so sorry about that. Speaking of things you can hear, I was searching around. I realized that the sound on my GoPro is pretty terrible, listening to the videos after I took them. And I was searching around thinking there had to be a better solution. Of course there is. You know, it took 2 seconds to find one. Somebody had already figured it out. So there's this little microphone that seems to work pretty well, made by Sony. And I went ahead and picked one up, came the other day, and I think it makes a huge difference. So I'm using the GoPro. There's the boiler, sorry about that. It has a case, you know, that surrounds it. And that case covers up the microphone. So I had to do 2 things. One, I got the skeleton case, which is sort of a frame, and it's got a bunch of cutouts. So now I can get access to the microphone hole, which seemed to help. And then 2, I got this Sony microphone. So here you go. I think you can see yourself. So I think you can see, let's see if I can see it here. Yep. You can see the Sony microphone here. Just clips into the side. Got you on the mirror here. And that seems to make a big difference. I'll go ahead and take it out. And I think you can tell the difference. And as I'm talking, let me put it back in. There it is back in. And it makes a huge difference. So I'm glad to grab that, and you can rotate that and all kinds of good stuff. Rotate it, whatever. So I think that's going to make a big difference. I forget who I saw that from. There was a bunch of people who posted that up. So I think that'll make a big difference. So I want to show you around a little bit tonight. Got some goodies in. Talk a little bit more about another light I found for the mill at a different big box store. So let me tell you what I found. So I have a Lowe's near me, not a Home Depot. So I tend to go to Lowe's whenever I need, you know, tools or lumber or whatever for the house, drywall. But I happened to be on the other side of Boston last weekend for something else, and there's a Home Depot there. So I stopped on that side up in Somerville at that Home Depot because I actually want to get some of these, which are Husky brand, which is kind of like the Home Depot brand. And boiler shut off there. I don't know what they call them, but essentially it's like a carabiner with a Velcro strap. Pretty heavy duty Velcro strap that you can change the sizes for. And I just, you know, I use this to like hang extension cords and, you know, my air hose and stuff in the garage. Anything like that, it works great. I can put a 100-foot extension cord on here and the Velcro hold it all day. Clip it onto whatever I have, you know, I have wire shelves and stuff in the garage. So I wanted to grab a couple more of these at Home Depot, so of course I was looking around while I was there, see what else they had. And I went into the electrical section, and they had, so those are them, they had one of these lights that we just talked about the other night that I found at Lowe's. So this is the one I found at Lowe's. This LED work light that we put on the mill is the second one I haven't put on. And this is almost like a little brother, made by the Husky brands, probably all made the same place overseas in China or wherever it's made in China. So I have a feeling they're all made by the same people, they just put different name brands on them. So this has got the Husky name brand, item 480624. And it's pretty much the exact same thing, only a baby version. It's about half the size as the Utilitech Pro version that we found last time, and I think it was about 20 bucks. So it's almost the same price. But what I liked about this is it's a lot smaller. so it doesn't take as much room up on the mill. And I got it mocked up there. I can show you here in a second. It's not as bright as the big boy, but it's still really bright compared to nothing or an incandescent light. Let me pop you off the tripod and show you. So I mocked it up on the mill. Boiler's coming back on, sorry about that. I mocked it up on the mill, and what I was trying to do is actually get it kind of behind the spindle. So this is it right here, and let me use the other one to show you. So this is the guy we got a couple weeks ago, that big mama, that's been working great, but it's almost too bright, kind of, and too big. I mean, the thing's, you know, look at my hand next to it, it's pretty big. I got on this swivel, whatever, you saw that on the other videos. So I wanted to get one that was maybe a little smaller, so I really like this one that I found there at Home Depot. So what I did is I just grabbed a piece of copper pipe and just bent it up real quick, just threw something together to kind of mock this up. I'll come up with something better, and just threw it in the indicator holder that's part of the Bridgeport there. And threw it up here. Yeah, see, this bracket kind of sucks. Like I said, pretty much take the brackets off of these things and throw them out, throw them in your scrap bin, whatever, they suck. Make your own. But let me show you. So it's right in line essentially with the spindle, and turning it on gives me tons of light. I mean, it's still damn bright, and you know, it kind of illuminates the work area right under the spindle. It's not coming from the side, so it's not blinding me from the side like this one is. It's nice. Now of course the way I have it, it's kind of, it clears the quill handle, but not by a whole lot. It's kind of in the way, but that could work for me, so I may leave that there and see how it goes. Seems to work good. It's plenty bright. You can see how much it's lighting up the mill area, so that's nice. So that's what's going on with that. Bring you back here. Got you on my tripod too. Pulled out the camera tripod, and that's been working good. Another thing I got is I treated myself to a Starrett tool last 2 weeks or so. I got this. So Starrett's got a sort of third quarter sale going on some of their tools. Go check it out. I haven't opened it up. I got this from Little Machine Shop, but you know, any retailer or Starrett will have it. I just added it to an order that I had going with Little Machine Shop on some other things. I love Starrett stuff. I'm kind of a Starrett snob. I just love their tools. I think they're good tool makers. I don't always buy their stuff because it's pretty expensive, and some of the other names are fine. But you know, look at this nice, it's plastic case, nice and durable. The tool you purchased is the finest quality available. Starrett. It's cool, you know. Michael R. was the inspector on here. It's just nice, you know. They make nice stuff. So what I did is I went ahead and bought a combination square. You know, a full set. I've been wanting to buy a full nice set for a long time. I decided I just would do it while they were having their sale. Oh, it's gorgeous. So I bought the 12-inch. Grab that mirror, make sure you guys can still see us. Yeah. Bought the 12-inch satin, ruled in 16ths. 32nd 64ths on this side, and 16ths and 8ths on this side. I kind of wanted the 50 and 100ths on this side, but that wasn't part of the sale, the Starrett sale, so I just went and forego it. It's alright. So it comes with the real nice 12-inch satin scale there, and the combination square. You know, with this nice finish, it's sort of a wrinkle finish. You can see that. And their stuff's just great. I mean, like, look at the grinding finish on there. Just real sweet. All the edges on their stuff is just really nice. You know, it's not sharp, but it's crisp. You know, it's not an import thing where you gotta take a stone to it and knock it down. The combination head, you know, it's got just really nice. It's just great stuff. You know, built-in scriber here. So you got a nice scriber built in. Sits there. It's got the built-in bubble level there. The centering head, so you can find center on a piece of work. Put this in here, and you know, take a piece of round stock, and you got automatic center right there. And then the protractor head. So I got the one that is reversible, so it can swivel both sides, because if I was going to buy it, I was going to go all the way and get the set that I really wanted, the good set. And again, it's got that bubble level built in there. So this is a set I've been wanting for a long time. I kind of have a mishmash set put together, but it's all beat up and it's import, and you know, I figured I'd get myself a nice set. So I've been kind of waiting for them to go on sale, because I know they do get these, you know, third quarter or first quarter sales or whatever. So got that. So they're going on now. If you want to get some Starrett stuff, there's a whole brochure of the stuff that Starrett from the factory is letting go on a sale price. So that's cool. So I got that. Got the little LED light, which I think is going to work out good. Got some of my Husky clamps. You know what? I'll figure out what they're called. Yeah, I thought I had the package in there. It's called the 18-inch hang-alls. And I think they come in different lengths. So those are cool. They come in handy. They're only a couple of bucks. I use them a lot. I tend to use them all up and then look for more and realize I don't have any more. So that's kind of what's going on. Little quick update. I got to come up with a better system than holding back this piece of mirror acrylic to see if I'm in frame. I'll figure out something. Maybe I'll put that up there permanent or something. So anyway, we'll be getting going on some other things. I'm going to do another video here, just kind of a walk around tour of the shop. It's a disaster because I'm still building it, but some people want to see it, so I'll do that. Alright, talk to you guys later.